Okay, folks, what you're looking at there are more of our Yucca gigantea, formerly known as Yucca elephantippes. And these ones are in big pots, 20-gallon pots. And believe it or not, they do actually stay outside year-round with no artificial heat. I've had them for years. A friend of mine gave them to me many moons ago. And what I do is I just stick them in that tiki hut right there. There's no heat in the tiki hut. Just put a tarp along the front, and all our potted plants go in there for the winter time. And these guys look really good. Lowest temperature we had this past winter was in mid-January at 22.1 degrees Fahrenheit. You can figure that out in Celsius. So that's pretty cold temperatures. So no artificial heat used on these things, but because they were kept dry, they look really good. And that's all I ever do is put these yuccas in the tiki hut along with the other potted plants, and they've always done just fine. Now here's a bigger one in the ground. We have more that I've started from cuttings over the years, and this one has been in the ground since June 2007. And you can see how nice it looks. A little bit of leaves need to be cut off, but other than that, it's a pretty good looking yucca. And some people say, well, I should cut it there, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it. We kind of like the funky, twisted up, gnarly look. So that's Yucca gigantea as well. Growing underneath these trees in a very sheltered location on the, when it does get really cold, I put a piece of plastic over top of it for the winter, and keeps it dry. And it's funny, by keeping that thing dry, it survived all of these winters. And it's been through the December 2008 freeze. We got some gasteria growing in here, and they're like kind of like aloes. There's dickia, another dickia in there, and there's agave. But you can see it is got offsets coming off the bottom of this yucca here. You see? I really like them. It's actually getting a pretty nice size trunk on it. And so this is Yucca gigantea. So if you live in a similar growing zone, you probably want to try this one here. It's often used as a house plant, and it was given to me by some friends that moved up north. It was their house plant for 20 years, and they says, why don't you just stick it outside? If it makes it, it makes it, and if it dies, it dies. So anyway, it's made it all of these years. So this is pretty much 13 years later, and it's still going and growing strong in our exotic garden on Salt Spring Island. All right, thanks for watching, folks. And like and subscribe for more videos here on this channel. Cheers. There's also some Yucca gloriosa in here as well. See the Yucca gloriosa? Well, got a lot of these around. They're really hardy. With brahia in there too. Brahia armata. And then there's agave americana. Cycas. That's a hardy cycad from China. And then there's some sable minor and stuff and cactus in there. All right. Cheers.